Hello everyone and welcome to Kernel of Wisdom's Mindfulness Meditation Tips. I'm Joelle and today I am here with Susanna and Karen to talk to you about how to incorporate a gratitude practice into your cooking routine. Today we decided to get together because these two have their very own awesome vegan YouTube channels with amazing vegan recipes. So they're doing some vegan cooking in the kitchen today and asked me to tag along to kick it off with a bit of a mindfulness gratitude practice before we start. A mindful gratitude practice is really awesome to incorporate into anything to do with your food and eating. So whether you incorporate it as a mindful eating practice, or if you do it the way that we're going to do here today, where before you start cooking a meal, you actually take some time to notice and think about where all the food that you're using actually comes from before you mash it all together into a recipe. I didn't make that sound all that appealing. I think you guys probably do a lot more magic than just mashing it into a recipe. So I have commandeered Susanna and Karen as somewhat willing participants in this exercise so that I can walk them through how this works, and then you can see how it all comes together and then walk yourself through it when you're about to cook something at home.
I'm a very willing participant.
First thing, before we actually get started interacting with the ingredients, take just a moment to settle into yourself. Take a few deep breaths. And actually try and see if you can get your breath all the way down into your belly.
Should I close my eyes?
Sure, if it feels comfortable. So you can focus a little on your breath. Brings you into the moment. Notice the rise and fall of your belly when you inhale and exhale. Or you can even focus on that contact point between the air and your nostrils when you inhale. Noticing the coolness of the air when you inhale. And the warmth of the air as you exhale. And next, let's just get you feeling kind of the sensations and things that are going on in your body for a moment. So take a moment to just ask yourself, where do I feel the day today? In my body, where do I feel the sensation of the day? And now that hopefully you're feeling a little more in touch with yourself, you can start to just look at the different ingredients that you're about to interact with. Just start by really immersing yourself in how they look. Notice anything that's catching your eye. It could be a certain texture of the packaging, a certain color. It could be other things that appeal to you. Like just knowing, having a sense of what that particular food may taste like. Without reaching for anything yet, just take a few moments to first just notice what you're attracted to, what draws you in.
The chocolate-covered almond picture. Definitely.
Nice. Did you feel like you have something that's drawing you?
The packet, that one.
Alright, so why don't you grab the packages that actually spoke to you a little bit.
Do you want us to move the rest of the food onto it?
No, you don't really need to show it. Just be natural with it. I
want to dig right
in. So take a few moments to just, again, immerse yourself in this particular product, this particular ingredient. You can feel it, feel the packaging under your fingers. Notice any texture that's there, either of the material or even of what's in it, like if you can feel the airiness of the bag or the solidity of the chocolate underneath the wrapping. Again, just notice, yeah, play with it. And just anything that you kind of like, maybe you hadn't noticed before. That
the picture.
Maybe you hadn't really taken a good look at the picture before, and you're really noticing how appealing it is, how much like hard work probably went into making that photo. Maybe you're noticing some of the colors that they chose, or designs of the logos, or just the care that goes in even to just choosing the words that are on the package.
French. Lots of French. For a second I read delicious as a snack for or with breast milk. That's why you gotta take it slow and mindful, Suzanne. Don't read so fast.
And next, let's just take a few moments to actually think about everything that actually went into making this food, this ingredient possible. What allowed it to be here today?
A lot of patience.
Think
these things growing.
Totally. And that's it. Like, think about the farmers who have to actually grow each individual ingredient that's in this ingredient. And actually take a look at what's in it. Consider where it comes from and what kind of work would have had to go into growing it. Or even thinking about the people who had to make the tractors or the fertilizer or any of the things that go into helping actually grow that food.
I feel like I'm holding gold now. I appreciate it so much more, and I haven't even tasted it. Yeah, this comes from like 3 different farms. Like it would be rice, quinoa, and sugarcane. And who knows where in the world, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, sugarcane's something that readily grows around Toronto. So think about that for a minute. All the shipping that would have had to take place. All the different ingredients actually coming together to one central location. Somebody who actually took the time, took the care to select which ingredients they were going to choose, to select who they were going to get it from, the relationships and conversations that go into that. Think that there was someone that had to be engaged to actually design the packaging.
I love this package. It's super cute.
Someone who had to actually produce the bag, someone who actually had to print it, someone who makes the dyes that go into the printing. And especially with conscious foods, thinking about all the work that probably went into making sure it's environmentally conscious packaging, environmentally conscious food dyes, or packaging dyes. And then take a moment to think of the relationship that happens when this person actually had to sell it to a store, to wherever you actually went and bought this piece of food. That person, again, took the time and the care to select things that they thought were good, that people were going to love. But they were excited for these products and to bring them in because they really thought it was going to be a good, nutritious piece of food for somebody. And take a moment to think about everything you plan to do with these ingredients. The joy that it might bring you.
Oh yeah.
And other people are trying it, like me.
I can't wait to actually crunch it up with my hands. Can't wait to eat it.
And then just think for just a moment about all those different people and all those different steps and all the different life that has to go into making each and every ingredient that we consume, each and every product that we buy possible for us, and how incredibly connected and dependent we are on other people.
It's interesting to think of how much money probably went into making this, you know, with, as you said, like the machines and all the different people selling it and all the different ingredients and transportation. Like, that's just mind-blowing. It almost feels like it should cost way more. $500 more. Yeah. Especially with this organic certification.
Yeah. Take a little moment to just send some mental thanks to all those different people. To the number of people that do it without ever being thanked for the amount of work that they put into nurturing us. And to be the person that chooses to send them a little silent thank you. That's all there really is to it. It can be as long as that, or you can just consider a few of those things. Whatever it is, I can guarantee you it is going to make you appreciate all the food that you purchase and that you use and that you consume so much more. And the people that actually are involved in the process of making that happen. So thanks so much for joining us today. Definitely check out Susanna and Karen's videos on their channels, which I will be posting somewhere down here for you to click on. And all of these ingredients will be in some awesome, delicious vegan recipes that they're preparing today, as well as many other ones on those channels. So thanks so much. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment box. Otherwise, I hope you have an awesome day and happy meditating. Bye. Bye.
Wow. Like, did you just do that?
So what do you guys find that you take away from that?
A lot more appreciation for what I have in my hand right now. It's not just a piece of chocolate in a wrapper. It's so much more what work went into this than what you think of when you take a bite.
I would have just jumped into the recipe, not really thinking about it, and you know, having done previous recipe videos before, I never thought about it that way, but people made them possible, and that you can create a great recipe. It's like so much more than just throwing stuff together and making something taste good. It's all these people, it's almost overwhelming, that made this possible. It's like, it's crazy, so.